Hello, good morning everybody. Here a new video from Rene from Spain. And in this video I'm going to show records and tapes and CDs I've been playing at work during the last couple of weeks of August, the first week of September. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm going to start with the vinyl. I've quite a few stuff to show, but I don't want to go too fast. Maybe I don't think I will show everything. But what you can hear at the background, if you can hear something, it's Guardian first album. You know, before they were under the name of Guardian, and they made some demos that were re-released on CD years ago. And this is the Guardian First Watch debut album. I still remember when I bought this. I bought this in Alicante, in Discos UFO. You know, people from Alicante will know that shop for sure. Okay. Grim Reaper with the third full-length album. Max Norman produced this album. That also worked, of course, with Ozzy Osbourne, Yesterday and Today, and so many other bands. Okay. Rock You to Hell. I mean, the first two albums for me are the best by Grim Reaper. This is just the same thing, but a little bit more melodic. But some songs, some melodies, you know, some choruses, you know, they remind me very much of the first two albums by Grim Reaper. You know, it's just a recycled thing, to be honest. But still, it's a strong album. I still like it. It's more melodic, like I said, than the first two. Less new wave of British heavy metal sounding, but still good. Talking about the UK, I listened to these two albums by Benny Tormé, I think that's the way you say it. Of course, we all know this guy because he was with Gillan, you know, in the Gillan band back in the early 80s. You know, also he replaced for a short while Randy Rhoads, you know, when he died. I think between Brett Gillis from Night Ranger came after Benny Tormé, but I think he was the first one that they thought could be a good candidate to replace Randy Rhoads. And this is a live album of Benny Tormé. Also, he made two records under the name of Tormé only with Phil Lewis, that later became the vocalist of LA Guns. But it was like in the mid-80s. Talking about guitar players, I listened to these two 12-inch singles by Inguine Molsting. Great stuff, of course. Here, this one with Jolie Turner. This is the early days of Inguine Molsting. Rising Force, I See the Light Tonight, and Far Beyond the Sun, and I'm a Viking on the B-side, live in Japan, January 85. And here we have Rising Force on the B-side and Riot in the Dungeons from the Odyssey album. Great stuff. Talking about Inguine Molsting, I also played, of course, the new album by Inguine Molsting. 4 songs he's singing and the rest are instrumental tracks. Great release, in my opinion. And I also listened to one more in the shop. I had that kind of Inguine Molsting kick. The Fire and Ice from 1992. Great and underrated album, in my opinion. You know, just check Dragonfly. It's a great song. Or No Mercy, Fire and Ice. I even like a Teaser. That was a single. A lot of people making fun of that song because the lyrics are very cheesy. But I like Teaser too. Just a great album. You should, you know, still with the same singer as he had on Eclipse. Same vocalist. Okay, a little heavier stuff now. The Soul is the Law by Sodom. And you have a cover song on the B-side by Bryan Adams. You know, a song from the mid-80s, The Kids Wanna Rock. More commercial stuff, another cover song actually, but this done by the band Mad Max, Fox on the Run, you know, originally from the Suite. And the Spanish people that listen to El Pirata, they know this song for sure. El programa de radio, the radio show El Pirata, they always played this Fox on the Run. You know, like their special song, you know, like their titled song, maybe. I don't know how you say that really, but I also listened to the debut by Halloween. Great speed metal. You know, of course, we all know this EP with Victim of Fate, Cry for Freedom, Starlight, Murderer, and Warrior. Great stuff. Then I listened to 2 albums by Jupiter, the Spanish band from the mid 80s, Radio Rock and Roll, and this is just Jupiter, yes, so just Jupiter, this one. Suspenso en amor, destrozando por tu pasión, esta es tu noche, prisionero de la noche. It's great melodic, hard and heavy from the mid 80s. Great stuff. Talking about the hard and heavy, but this is more on the glam side. Tiger Tales with Living Without You, 12-inch. With 9 lives and for a few dollars more. And 9 lives, I think, is an exclusive track to this 12-inch. Okay, it's great things. And here we have, for the first time, you could hear Kim Hooker on vocals. Because the other Stevie James, you know, the first vocalist of Tiger Tales, he left the band. Okay, some more, like, not rare, but more unknown. Virgin. If you like Trust, Crocus, Bullet from Germany from the 80s, I think you will like this one too. Virgin. Then I play some Samson. Okay, this is the first live album they ever released. And it was recorded during the Don't Get Mad, Get Even tour. During this tour. And it has a great lineup because I really like the vocalist Mickey Moore that replaced Bruce Dickinson in Samson. Great stuff. Here we have a Dutch band, Martier, For the Universe. These guys had a song on the Metal Massacre, you know, back in the 80s. They're a Dutch band. This is a great heavy metal release. Check out the song Speed of Samurai. Just check out Speed of Samurai. Okay, I got some more stuff here, but I like to show some tapes too and some other stuff. And I cannot make my video too long. I cannot upload it. Yes, this is not so important to show. Heathen's Rage, Nights at Sweetlik. Yes, this was sent by Scott Waters, and this came out on his label No Life Till Metal. Great band from the 80s that released an EP, and this is all cover songs and songs from the EP done live. And it was done live actually in 1985. Okay, an underrated Aerosmith album, in my opinion. Just push play. Some songs are weak, but some other songs, I really like them. Hardcore Superstar is always a party moment. They also released just now a new album, or they're going to release it very soon. Anthrax, State of Euphoria, you know, an album we all know. You know, it's like Who Dares Wins is maybe my favorite track of the album. Here we have some Hungarian stuff from the 90s. Ossian, Emberi Dolgok. This is not the strongest album by Ossian. You could see they lost a lot of their inspiration they had at the late 80s, early 90s. But it's still quite good to play, you know, if you like the band. Here, some more like a little extreme. The Stench of Decay demo, Where Death and Decay Reign. This is pure Swedish old school death metal. You know, it's a nice tape. Thrash metal with Born to Perish, Destruction, great release. I really, really like this album. The best album since Metal Discharge, in my opinion. I also played something fell down. Nocturnal, because these guys are back too with a new album, but this is not the latest album. This is Storming Evil. I think for 2014, I think it came out. But check the song that I really, really, I really like. Wait, let me see. Blessed Death by Nocturnal. It's super extreme and violent, that song. Really, really good. I'm gonna get the new album, of course. I love Nocturnal. Here we have a Spanish band, and the new demo. This is the second demo they release. Also old school death metal with some thrash metal elements. And I'm talking about Intolerance with Lemons from the Dripstone Cave. This band is from Spain. Actually, one of the guys, you know, I know him. Great old school stuff. So more Aerosmiths I listened to. Aerosmiths. This came out in '98, if I'm not mistaken. This was recorded live on the Nine Lives tour and Get a Grip tour. You know, they combine those two tours on this double tape. It's actually a double tape. And this is Little Thoughts of Sanity. Little Thought of Sanity. She's like a double cage from '98. Okay, I'm going to show you two more things. This is an old band from Spain, Reina Negra. And this is a compilation with two demos. One from '84 and one '86. Pure heavy metal. Very good stuff. This came out on the label Fighter Records. It's the same label as Extreme Music. You know. Of course, this is just a great album. Savage Amusement. I always like to listen to this album by Scorpions. And the last one I'm going to show, and then quickly I show this box too. I also listen to this. This is old tapes. Got a book. And it got tapes. And the Hollyweird by Poison. Okay, there was a comeback album. Okay, stay metal, everybody.